Hello. I got another statue from XM Studios today. This one is the Kingpin. The box is actually pretty small, not nearly as big as the other one. So, just a quick unboxing. Print and a booklet. Let me take it out of the box and then we'll look at it. So I got it out of the box. So as you can see, this box from XM Studios is a lot smaller. I guess it's because Kingpin basically comes in one piece. This is the booklet, and that's basically what's supposed to come with it. I think a couple other statues come with the same handbook. I believe Electro and Lizard also come with the same type of so it's pretty nice. Another thing that I'm pretty proud of, I guess, I finally got one of my favorite books that goes along with this statue really well. It's Spider-Man 50, and we can look at it later in the review. It's a 9.0, not the highest grade, but probably the highest I'm ever going to get anyway. So it's really nice. So we'll look at it later in the review. Wow, it's pretty big. So this is the chess table. Very nice. Wow. Very nice. Okay, let me just pause here for a second. So I can go ahead and remove the other pieces because it's going to take a while. Wow. Yeah, I can tell this is one of the statues. You're gonna be glad that you see it in 4K because it's really on the details. I just got out of the box. I still need to put a couple other pieces, but this is just a quick initial look, my first impression. I can tell, even though it doesn't look that big in person, it's very big and it's very heavy. Probably one of the heaviest statues. Especially when you look at the size, you don't think it'll be that heavy, but it's very heavy. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do a quick stop here. I'll set up the camera and set up the statue a little bit better, and we'll go over all the details and also a quick look at the Amazing Spider-Man number 50. Okay, I'm back. I was able to set it up a little bit better so I can show the statue, the comic, and the print that comes with it. It's a very nice statue. The print looks pretty nice too. Well, let's start with the comic. Just a quick look at the comic to give you a quick background on the Kingpin. And I'll put some images on the side so you can compare, like, you know, what he looks like in the comic and what he looks like, you know, as the statue. And then during the review, I'm going to mention a couple of things that I don't really like about the statue. Not that I don't like it, that I think it was a big XM Studios mistake. No statue is perfect, but there's a couple issues with it that I'm going to mention later on in the video. But first, the comic book. Let's see. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 50. And as you can see, first appearance of Kingpin, Wilson Fisk. That cover is just a classic cover. The story is very good. You're just gonna have to read it. But just briefly here, Spider-Man is kind of tired, you know, of what everything he's been reading on the newspaper and how people are reacting to him. And he's having some worries about, you know, on the family side, I guess. And he just decides, like, okay, that's what you see there on the cover, Spider-Man no more. He decides to just get rid of the costume, throw it in the trash. And as that happens, you know, the criminals see that as an opportunity to, I guess, expand. And one of those guys is Wilson Fisk, that he kind of decides to, okay, I'll take this as an opportunity to grow my crime empire here, and, you know, go to the top and lead all the mob bosses and expand on his crimes. So it's a very interesting story. Again, as you can see on the side, I'll put a couple of pictures so you can see how he looks on the comic. There's a lot more to the Kingpin. It's just like a quick, brief story behind how everything came about in the comic as well. Okay, so now going to the print. So a quick close look at the print. As usual, it mirrors the statue pose and design. I think it's pretty cool. I like the background there too in the city, which, by the way, matches a little bit the background of my display with the city on the back. But yeah, it's a nice print. I'll put it with the other ones. So now, as far as the statue, first of all, size comparison, so you can see how he looks next to the Vulture and the Scorpion. He's very big. You know, where he's sitting there is big too. He's very wide and very heavy. Very heavy. It's a pretty short statue, and that's why I decided to put it next to the Vulture, so he can go like kind of under the wing there. Let's turn back a little bit more so you can see the full comparison of sizes. It's pretty nice. So first thing that I'm gonna look at is this chess table here, chess set. It's separate from the statue, as you can see, so you can move it around as you wanted to display, like right in front of him or a little bit to the side. Or you have the freedom to move it a little bit. Very well done. The chess pieces, as you can see, camera's not picking up. It's different villains and different heroes. You have Elektra, Spider-Man, Daredevil, and then you have, as far as the bad guys, you have, I guess, Sandman, Kraven, Venom, Electro, Bullseye, Green Goblin, and on his hand there, Doctor Octopus. So it's pretty nice. I just wish it was, again, that's my first complaint about the statue. I wish they had a complete set of pieces. That would have been so cool to have like a full set of pieces that you could actually play with it if you wanted to. Maybe it would have cost $50 more or something. I don't know, but I really wish they would have done something like that. Maybe the table a little bit bigger and a full set of chess pieces. Even if they had to be a little bit smaller, I wish they would have done that. That's my first complaint. I mean, it still looks amazing, but I wish they would have done that, or even sold separately later. I don't know. I just wish they would have done something like that. Yes, looks very nice from the side. And they have magnets under, and goes there on his hand, where it's magnetized as well. But my second complaint is that the table is not. They should have done like the top of the table on the squares pieces there, like a metal plate or something that's painted, so the magnet from the piece would stay on top of the table. They are not like that. See, they go on one another, but they fall off from the table easily. So that's my second complaint. I mean, nothing that like make you not buy the piece, but it's like little details that I'm surprised that XM missed those. They usually do a very good job with the pieces, but that seems like a basic thing that they missed. So the pieces stay on the top of the table. What else? Oh, I also have another complaint. Again, it may not be a big deal to some of you, but to me, it was a little bit of disappointment as well. Let's actually let me move it forward so I can show you the back before we get to the other part of my complaint here. Let me pause here briefly. So okay, I'm back. I just had to turn him a little bit because I wanted to show this. On the back of the chair, there's this nice design, kind of the New York City skyline. Very nice. In the side of the chair too. It looks like a real leather, and I mean the design, the texture is very well done. I mean the detail to it. Let me just show. The color, very nice. So let's see if I can turn here slowly without messing up the pieces. Okay, I did it. So going back to the statue, I really like it. I think it's not very dynamic, but it fits the character. I mean, if you would have a character sitting there playing with a chess set, that would be him. He's known as, I guess, crime boss, master manipulator. So it fits him very well, like controlling the pieces and setting up things there. It fits the character very well. But now it's my biggest complaint. Uh, Even though I really like the portrait, I know some people complain about it. I think it was pretty cool. It's like he's got that look that he's mean, but he's also, okay, I got you, you know, checkmate or something, you know, closed up. Again, I like to shoot this in 4K so you can see all the details. Because I think the pictures are a little bit unfair. It doesn't really show the statue very well. So that's why sometimes I like to look at the videos. So yeah, my biggest complaint now, even though I really like this portrait, is that there's no other portraits. There's no other heads that you can put in there change. And for a statue this nice from XM Studios, I think that was their biggest mistake. They should have at least one more. I mean, some statues like Morbius has like 5 portraits. Usually you get at least a second one. This one, that's all you get. Yeah, I wish they would have, done a second one. Just if you don't like this, look or the way he's reacting to whatever he's reacting to, or sorry about the light. Let me walk here. I wish there was like another one that he maybe will look like the other way, or looking up a little bit more, or angrier face or something like that. I wish that's the biggest mistake. Not enough to make me not buy this statue, because it's an amazing statue, and to me the best Kingpin statue I've seen. But I just wish, maybe even if it costs like, again, $50 more, just do it. But going back here to the statue, like I said, the paint, the details are very well done. That table really looks like it's made of wood. His shoes, very shiny. I don't know if you can see. Black and very shiny. The pants, sorry about that. Very well done. I mean, there's no texture, but there's some shading I notice. It's hard to tell. Same thing with the shirt. There's some texture. Not texture, but like shading. And the top there has some, around the neck, some texture. I really like the details, like there. The cape, very nice, very well done. On the other hand, on the other arm here, you can see on his wrist, the watch, very cool. The ring, very well done. The hand, it's perfect. Let's see if I can get the watch there so you can see the watch close by. The cane was pretty nice. He just sits there, I guess. The belt, pretty cool too. The jacket, in the pictures you can't really see very well. It looks like it's just white. It is white, but there's some shading. I don't know if you can again the light. Sorry about that. I don't know if you can see. There's some shading, some creases. Here on the side you can tell too, some shading. So it's very well done. You can see on the pants and the shoe on this side. Like I said, the shoe is very shiny. Looks very real. Close up, you can see the pants. Again, there's no texture, but there's some shading, there's some creases. You can see the inside there. Very well done. I'm actually very happy with this statue. I'm extremely happy with that comic. I know it's not the highest grade, but again, it's probably the highest I'll ever get. Amazing Spider-Man 50. I just need to send it back to CGC to have it on the new slab. I don't like those old slabs, they're very flimsy. So I'll put it on new slab. But yeah, I think that's it. It's a very nice statue. A couple big complaints. I mean, no statue is perfect, but I really wish they had a full chest set and they were magnetized to the table as well. And it could have been easily done with like maybe an underlining metal plate. So the magnets on the piece will just stick there better. And in the portrait, I wish there was another one. Even though I really like this one, and again, I want to show you again because sometimes the pictures didn't make it look very nice, but it's very cool. The eyes, very well done. And from this angle here, looks kind of mean. So if you're not happy with the portrait, sometimes the way you turn it, you give you a different look. And this side looks like a smirk, okay, I got you, checkmate, buddy. But yeah, I'm very happy. And I definitely recommend if you're a Kingpin fan, buy it. It's not that expensive. It's reasonably priced if you can find it. Yeah, let me stand back. And it fits on my display very well, so I had to have it. So let me go back so you can see one more time how it fits on my display. Very nice. And yeah, that's about it. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, please write below and I'll get back to you. And see you on the next video. Thank you.